Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. You're welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Omawumi, and if you're a returning subscriber, I love you so much. You're welcome back, guys. So this is a life update video, and with the topic which says it's not a clickbait. I'm tired of supply teaching. I'm actually leaving supply teaching. Like you all know, my subscribers, my viewers, and if you're a new subscriber here, this is the first time you're coming across my video, I am a supply teacher in the United Kingdom. I'm a licensed teacher in the United Kingdom. And on this channel, I talk about teach abroad, life abroad, lifestyle vlogs. Yes, that is what we do on this channel. And if this is the kind of content you like to watch, please stick around, join the family, subscribe. Please, it is free. Subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified when there's an upload from me. So guys, I'm tired of supply teaching. Well, if you don't know what a supply teacher is or what supply teaching is, we tend to go to different schools. I am a science supply teacher. I'm a biology teacher. But in the United Kingdom, if you're one of the science specialists, you tend to teach the three subjects: science, biology, physics, chemistry. Yes. So I am a biology teacher, but I teach three: physics and chemistry as well. So I'm a science supply teacher, like I said. So we go to different schools. That is in need of teacher. I work with an educational agency. I work with like 3 of them. So they'll just call you. They can call you in the morning, especially when you're a newbie or when you have just joined the supply agency. They can call you in the morning and ask you to go to a school. Probably their teacher has called in sick, or probably they need a maternity cover. Probably their teacher has gone on a mat leave. They will need a supply teacher to cover up for that teacher until the teacher returns. Or probably the teacher is falling, not feeling fine, or something just happened. They would need a supply teacher to cover up for that teacher until the teacher returns. So that is what I've been doing for, I'll say, close to 2 years now. Yeah, close to 2 years, roughly close to 2 years now. Like, I'll just say, okay, over a year now. That is what I've been doing in the United Kingdom as a supply teacher. So I've worked in several schools. I've worked in primary schools. I've worked in early years. I've worked as a TA, a supply teaching assistant. I've worked as a TA. I've worked in a primary setting. I've worked in the secondary. I've been supplied to a college. I think the only place I've not worked is the university. Yes, that's the only place I've not worked as a supply teacher at the university. And there was a time I was actually searching for that because for me, I research a lot, and I got to know that, okay, there are some agencies that also supply lecturers to universities in need of lecturers, at least to cover for their shortfalls, or probably cover for a lecturer that is not available and all that. So I did my research, but I didn't get much information about it or how to go about it. But I knew I got that information that there are supply. Why is my clothes like this? That there are supply agencies as well that supply lecturers to the universities, but I've not gotten that info. Anytime I get that info, last song, I'm coming here to come and tell you guys. So yes, I've been supplied to different schools. At some point, I went I did teaching assistant because coming in, I've said it on my videos, on my live videos as well. We do live session every Sunday 7 p.m. You can join, whereby we talk about everything teaching abroad, not only in the United Kingdom, every Sunday 7 p.m. So you can join us on one of these Sundays to come and see what we talk about. Yes, we talk about how you can move abroad as a teacher, different countries, not only the United Kingdom. Yeah, so as I was saying, because I was coming in as a new teacher from my country, I'm a Nigerian, and because the teaching standards is different, the teaching philosophy, pedagogy, it is different. So there was a time I had to step down. Like, let me just go into the classroom, sit and watch a teacher teach, and then I'll now discover, okay, this is where I need to improve on, this is where I need to do this is how I need to do that. So that was why I worked as a teaching assistant at some point with an educational agency. So I was also supplied to different schools as a TA. So right, I've worked in villages, I've worked from my vlogs, you will see that I've worked in several villages. I've worked as the only black teacher in a school. It was so, I love that experience as well. I worked there for a while because at some point when I got the experience from educational agencies, so I was placed on long term. We have something we call long term with educational agencies, whereby I will be placed in a school for a long term. If some, in fact, some people get that, especially math teacher, whereby they can be placed in a school for a year. For me, I do probably 3 months, 3 months here, 3 months here, 3 months here. Sometimes the school requests for me to come back again. That's if I've not been asked to go to another school. Yes, so that is what I have been doing for a while now, going to different schools. It has its own challenges, it has its own advantages. I've talked about this on my channel when someone was like, come on, me, why are you not going into permanent teaching? And I was like, we all have our reasons. One of the reasons is childcare, because at some point I was working 4 days in a week, and if I'm a permanent teacher, I cannot do that. I cannot tell my school that, please, I want to work 4 days in a week, except I want to call. I can do that if I want to go in as a part-time permanent teacher, but I just preferred the flexibility. If my husband has to be at work, then I can call my agency to cancel. Please ignore that noise. I can call my agency to cancel. Not feeling fine. I remember there was a time I was not feeling, though even if I was doing permanent, I would just call them to cancel. But I won't feel that burden of, because for me, I'm someone that I don't really like calling employer that well, I will be coming in today and all that. But with educational agency, you can call them, because also they can call you that the school that you have been supplied to has cancelled your contract. It's already in your contract that you can terminate the appointment, and the school can also terminate that contract. So your job is not, I just say your job is floating. So with educational agency or as a supply teacher, your job is floating. Anything can happen at any time. So right, I've been doing this for a while. I move from schools to school sometimes, so some schools will end my contract. Teacher that has gone for a while is back, so my contract will be terminated without even telling me, because it's already in the contract. I've seen that, so I don't have to be annoyed. There was even a school I got angry with, and then the school they just terminated my contract, and there was no prior notice, though it's already in the contract. So I was just the one getting worked up for nothing. So at some point, I think after 2 weeks again, they just realized that maybe they needed a science cover, and they wanted, in fact, they told my agency that they wanted me to come and teach science. For at some point I rejected, because I told them that I don't want a situation whereby my contract would just be ended without prior notice, and the school was like, oh, we are so sorry, blah blah blah. So I came in, I think I spent 3 months again, and they said one teacher is coming back, because in these schools they have lots of science teachers. In this particular school I'm talking about, they have like 14, we were 14 science teachers, yes. So one of their teachers that was poorly, which is now feeling fine, or which can now come back to work, said she was coming back, and I was asked to leave. Right, so at that point I just felt like I don't think I want to do this anymore. I've been doing it, I've been enjoying it. I got all my experience from supply teaching, and anytime, any day, I always advise people that are just coming in, probably as a student, and you really have passion for teaching, to go and volunteer, or you go into supply teaching. Because volunteering, you will not get paid, but supply, they will pay you, but you can get all your experience on the job. Yes, you can start as a TA, and then graduate to a cover supervisor, and then graduate to a supply teacher, because it's different. A TA assists in the classroom. A cover supervisor only covers for the lesson, does not teach. But a supply teacher, you are going to teach. Even some schools, you plan the lesson. You're just like a permanent teacher. Well, I've been doing this for a while, and I'm tired. One is that I tend to go to different schools, and it's not easy navigating. There was a day one of the teachers asked me how I could navigate going to different schools with different behavioral policy, with different policies, with different methods of teaching, with different I just told the person that I don't know, because honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. It's God. It's God. That's just it. Because you go to different schools, you see different student behavior, how you manage the behavior. You know, if you're a permanent teacher in a school, you already know your students. You know their names. You know your SCN students. You know this. You know that, and then you can manage your classroom. But today you are at school A, tomorrow you are at school B, next tomorrow you are in school C. It's not easy, guys, but I got all my experience from supply teaching. All the experience I have now, all the drilling, all the challenges I faced it as a supply teacher. So I got all my experience as supply teaching, and I'm grateful for that. But now I am tired, guys. Honestly, I am tired. One, there was a particular time whereby my agency, I don't know why, fine, they were paying me for going to a village. It's not that I'm going it's not that I'm going on a low pay. They are paying me for going to a village to go and teach, but traveling 40 minutes from where I live to go and teach every day, Monday to Friday, traveling. There was a time I traveled 2 hours to go and teach in a village. Fine, I love it in the village because it is peaceful. The students, most villages, the students are well mannered. Classroom management is wonderful. It's beautiful. You don't need to do too much because it's a small place, and the students they are not that exposed to all these behavioral nonsense and all that. So they behave well in the village, fine. But the stress, sometimes I would leave my house at 6:30 and I will come back at 7 p.m. There was a time my husband was telling me, you are doing a 12-hour shift. Don't tell people that you do 9 to 3. You are doing 12 hours shift. That is it. Because I will spend probably 4 hours on the road, which was draining. There was a time it was telling on my health, because it's not easy traveling every day. It's traveling now 2 hours. 2 hours go, 2 hours come. Sometimes 40 minutes go, 40 minutes come. Sometimes I take a cab, though my agency was adding the cab fee in my pay. Sometimes I take cabs of 35 pounds, 25 pounds. So, and when I'm coming, I won't do that. I will just take a bus back before I get home. When I get home, I would have to prepare my children for, they are also going to school and all that. And I'm just tired, guys. I'm tired. Yes, so I'm going to quit supply teaching. Yes, I'm quitting supply teaching, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start searching for a permanent role. Yes, and it's going to probably be within my town where I live, or not too far from me, probably neighboring villages, because I've also taught in villages that are just 15 minutes drive. Yes, 15 minutes drive, which is still reasonable. 12 minutes drive, which is still reasonable. So I'll either look for a permanent role in those villages or right in my town where I live. So guys, this is the life update. I am going to start searching on tests. You know, I told you, I've come to hear that where you can get a teaching job is that you search on tests, my new term, gov.uk, especially if you're looking for sponsorship, gov.uk, my new term, TES, and even educational agencies as well also recruit teachers, permanent teachers. There are some agencies like that. That is what they do, recruiting permanent teachers. So it's either I contact some of these agencies, or I will just, since the pressure is not there, though I know I'm tired of supply teaching. The pressure is not there, but I would just take my time, go on TES, search for schools that in need of science teachers, and then I will apply and we'll see how that goes. So this is the life update, guys, and I will keep updating you on how it goes on my application, on my interviews. I'll come back here and come and tell you until I get a job, and I'll be like, yeah, now I get a permanent teaching job, and I'll come and tell you guys. But this update is, I'm tired of supply teaching. Supply teaching is good, don't quote me wrong, but the stress is not. I'm just tired. I've done it for close to 2 years, but yeah, I'm tired now. I'm tired now. So guys, and one thing about why I just got exhausted was towards the end of the school year, towards the end of the last school year, my contract was just ended. And I was working once a week. Imagine I don't have maybe like strong backup of fund. How will I pay my bills? Or probably I'm the only one working and I don't have a partner working. How am I going to pay my bills? So that is also the danger of supply teaching. Your contract can end and your agency might not even find another role for you ASAP, because as at that time, year 11 has already finished. They have graduated. We've done, before I left the school I was in, we've done bye-bye for them. We've done farewell for them. So they have left. Students were writing exams. So the schools didn't need supply teachers. In fact, a lot of people I know that were doing supply teaching then, except for those who were on long term. And probably the school needed it. There are some schools that they need teachers. They need it. So that your contracts cannot even end because they need you. They are even with you, they are still short staffed. So that was one of the reasons that I also got exhausted, because I was now working once in a week until the school ends, and then during the holiday throughout August I was not paid because I was working with agency and my holiday pay was already being paid with my daily pay. So I was not paid throughout August, and even half of July, because the school finished I think 18th of July, I was not paid as well. And I've been working once a week since I think June. Yes, I've been working once a week. So imagine. So, but if I'm a permanent teacher, I would know my pay for even during the holiday, it is guaranteed because you'll be paid during the holiday. Fine, the pay might be, some people say supply teaching pays more, but for me, I want the consistency. I don't want come today, don't come tomorrow. I'm tired. Though at some point I was getting it back to back, but oh man, dang by me. Sometimes it will just go. Even the agencies will tell you it's silent for now, that they are not getting requests from schools. They will just tell you it's silent for now, blah blah blah. I don't want that. I want stability, and that is what I've been praying to God for. I want financial stability and all that. Supply teaching has paid my bills. I'm not disputing that. It has given me the experience I need, but I just want something more stable, something more focused, whereby I would know that, okay, I'm going to school here today. Yes, school here it is. Not that tomorrow I don't know where I'm going, or next week my agency might change my school. Yeah, so this is the updates, guys, and I'm going to keep updating you on how the recruitment process goes, because for as at now, I'm carrying my laptop and start applying back to back, and I'll come and update you on the interview and how it goes. So guys, I will see you in my next video or my next live update. Bye guys.